This might be my proudest day ever for doing predictions. I got 6 out of 9 correct. And while that is all fun and games, we have some hockey to talk about. 9 games on the NHL schedule, like we just discussed. I got 6 correct in my predictions. Not horrible, but if you really think about it, it's pretty darn awesome. Let's start off with the Leafs taking on the Hurricanes. I predicted the Leafs to win. They did. They won the game 4-1. Let's say that first off. But they are now 1 point. They need 1 point in their last 2 games in order to clinch that top spot in the division. Next, we got the Calgary Flames taking on the San Jose Sharks here in Calgary. The Flames, they need to go 3-0 in their last couple of games with help from the Minnesota Wild and St. Louis Blues. They need to drop points along the way in their final 2 games. The Blues and Wild only have 1 game left. The Flames have 2 games against tough opponents in the Kings and the Vegas Golden Knights. Although they might be resting some people, we shall see. So anything is possible for the Flames. They just got to keep winning. They have to win. They did tonight. They won 5-2 against the Sharks. The third game that I got correct in today's predictions was the Senators taking on the Flyers. I predicted the Senators to win this game. They did 4-3, and with this win, they secured the top spot in the Atlantic, or not, they secured that top wildcard spot. They got wildcard number 1 all locked up, and it looks like they'll be playing not the Battle of Ontario. They will be playing the Battle of Ontario if Toronto locks up that top spot in the Atlantic Division. So that would be absolutely incredible, which means we would also get the Battle of Florida in the first round. So 2 battle states/provinces in the first round. It'll be incredible. Must watch. Cannot miss hockey. One of the games that I got wrong in the predictions today was the Devils game taking on the Islanders. I predicted the Devils to win, and they were very close. They only lost 1-0 to the Islanders, but boy, oh boy, the Hurricanes and the Devils are limping. Very predominantly limping to the playoffs. I feel like it's the Devils taking on the Hurricanes. This is going to be a boring. It actually might be the most interesting series in the first round of the playoffs because they both suck right now. Back to winning ways. I was going out on a limb on this one because the Bruins have been so bad as of late. The Bruins were taking on the Penguins. I actually picked the Bruins. As a diehard growing up as a Leafs fan, I hated doing this, but I was right. The Bruins, they won this game 4-1. Lysell, a top draft pick and top prospect for the Boston Bruins, got his first NHL goal in this game. Congratulations to you. One that I got wrong in today's predictions was the Lightning game. I went a little off the board in this one, thinking the Sabres might be able to pull off a one-off win here. They did not. They were winning this game, but they ended up losing 7-4 to the Lightning, which didn't help the Leafs in any manner because the Leafs wanted to lock up that spot like we talked about, and the Lightning they won, so they made life a little bit more difficult. Another one that I got wrong was the Blue Jackets and Capitals game. The Blue Jackets spanked, bare bottom spanked the Capitals yesterday 7-0. They blanked the Capitals, and then they went to Washington today, and they didn't spank them today. It was 4-1, so not too bad, but it's still a very commanding win. The Blue Jackets, they mathematically still stay alive in the hunt. It's pretty much unlikely that they will make the playoffs. The Montreal Canadiens have other things to say about that. But the Capitals, they haven't been looking very good lately. They lost the game that Ovi broke their record. They keep losing games that they should be winning. But hopefully this is them just coasting to the playoffs and then just turning on the Jets like they have been all season long. They are still the second best team in the NHL, so they got to prove it. Back to winning ways for Kipes. I had the Oilers beating the Jets in this game. They did. They beat the Jets 4-1. But the Winnipeg Jets, for the first time in their entire franchise history, win the President's Trophy as the best team in the NHL for the season. I kind of feel like whoever they play in the first round, either it be St. Louis, Calgary, or Minnesota, they will have their work cut out for them because they tend to choke. I am putting the Winnipeg Jets, and I did this a couple videos, almost a couple weeks ago now, but I predicted that the Jets, I posted them as fraud alert and Hellebuck because I don't think they can show up in big moments, especially their goalie. I am here to be proven wrong. I just want the cup to come back to Canada, so As much as I hate the Jets, if they are the team to win the Cup for Canada, so be it, I guess. The ninth and final game of the evening was the Colorado Avalanche taking on the Anaheim Ducks. The Ducks, I predicted the Avalanche to win, just to put that out there. But the Anaheim Ducks were winning this game 2-0 heading into the third period, and they lose 4-2. I got my 69, my 6 out of 9 because of this, and thank you, Colorado. You made my night. But yeah, the Avalanche, they are looking very good heading into the playoffs. They don't have many weaknesses. Let's just say that. All right, that is 9 games. Quickly recap for you. It is now 11:07 here in Calgary, and I'm tired. I'm just going to be honest. I'm tired. Work starts up again tomorrow, so we got the recaps in pretty quick for you today. But tomorrow is Mix It Up Monday. I don't know exactly what I'll be doing. We shall see. Maybe I have absolutely no idea. But talk to you tomorrow during Mix It Up Monday. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.